Good morning, everyone. I'm Fatima Lufna, and I warmly welcome you to all our project presentation. We are Group 7, and today we are excited to present our cloud-based project, Quiz App, a cloud-based student management system. This project was a collaborative effort. I was responsible for the front end using React. Naflan handled the back end using Node.js and Express. And Farham managed the cloud deployment and services using Microsoft Azure. Next, move on to the next slide, the project overview and goals. In here, CoisApp is a cloud-based student management system that allows students, teachers, and admins to manage quiz efficiently. And then our goal was to create a responsive platform that offers a user authentication and quiz management, submission tracking, and performance analytics, all hosted securely on the cloud using Azure. And then they ensure the seamless interaction between the front end and back end and database service. And next, move to the next slide. In here, team contributors, our team work collaboratively with specialized group focusing on distinct acts of the quiz app system. Regular coordination and communication we have created our success. In here, front end, I worked on the front end designing and responsive and interactive interface using React and interacting it with APIs. And backend is the Nafla. Naflan developed the backend. In our team member, Naflan developed the backend, building the REST APIs with Node.js and Express and managing the database with Azure SQL. The in our other team member, Farha managed the handle the cloud side, configuring the Azure App Service, SQL, and Azure AD B2C for authentication. Collaborative effort merged code base, conducted integration testing, and prepared to unified demo for presentation. All parts were tested and merged to present the unified working application. Next, move on to the next slide. In here, core technology front end and back end. Under the core technologies slide, divided into the front end technology and back end technology based on our project. In here, front-end technology using the React, we used to React to build the user interface. Its component-based architecture allowed us to create a reusable UI components like buttons, cards, and forms. This has made the development process more efficient and modular. Second one is the React router. It means to in here React router is to manage navigation between different pages like login, dashboard, and quiz pages. We use to React router, and then it enables the smooth transition without reloading the whole page, giving a better user experience. And then hooks manage the state efficiently using use state and use effect for data handling. For example, we use them handle form input data and fetch data from APIs when page loads. And responsive design, we ensure that our interface looks good, all screen size. For example, desktop, tablets, and mobiles. We use the CSS Flexbox, grid, and responsive units to create a consistent layout across devices. Finally, API integration. Configure the communication with backend APIs via HTTP request. We connect to front end the backend using HTTP request. For instance, when a student submit the quiz, the front end send the data to our backend APIs and then display the results instantly. Let's move on. Let's see the backend technology. In here, Node.js or Express. Our backend is built using the Node.js with the Express framework. We developed the RESTful API to handle the functionalities like user registration, like use quiz creation and quiz submission. The second one is the Azure SQL database. In here, we use the Azure SQL database to store structured data such as users, quizzes, questions, and results. It offers strong security, backup support, and scalability for future expansion. Third one is the JWT. JWT means JSON Web Token. In here for secure user login, we implement the JWT based authentication. Once a user logs in a token is generated and used to authorize their access across the app, ensuring the security. Fourth one is the bcrypt.js. Bcrypt.js mean in here in our project to enhance security, we use bcrypt.js to hash user password before storing them in the database. Even if the database compromise the original password and remain protected. Final one is the middleware. In here, middleware is the role-based authorization. In our project, we developed the middleware to control access based on user roles. For example, only teachers and admins can create the quizzes, while students can only view and attempt them that quizzes. This keeps that access sequence role specific. Hand over the rest of the part in our team member Nafla doing the backend part.
Thank you, Lukna. Now let's move to the system architecture. In this slide, showed how quiz works use a cloud system. We are using a Azure cloud service to make sure it is easy to use, safe, and always available. First, Azure App Service host both React frontend, which it is what you see on your screen, and the Node.js backend, which handle the web benefit stream. Second, Azure SQL database. It's keep all the data like user information about the quiz results safe and ready to use. Third, Azure AD B2C helps people log in and sign up securely, which with options they can customize latency. Azure block storage can store the external file like quiz practice, but it is optional. On the right, you can see how it's allow content. The browser run the React app and talk to Azure App Service. The backend handle the request to check the database and make sure the logging token are correct. The teamwork make the quiz smoothly for everyone. Next slide. Database design. In here we have the tables. These are the tables. Let's talk about the how organize the data in quiz. This slide show the different table we use. The user table hold important details like ID, email, and self has it password and the personal role, student or teacher or admin. So we know how can I do what. The quiz table keep base quiz information like quiz ID, title, and who created it. Link it each quiz to its make. The the question table store the question ID, the question it's below to, and the quiz text, connecting them to the right quiz. The option table has a option ID, quiz ID, them answer choosing, and flag to show which one is correct. It's helping the multiple choice questions latency. The user quiz result table. The table who uh, who took the quiz, which quiz it is was, the score, and when try submit it, so we can track how they did. We use foreign key used to keep the everyone linked and correct, and we manage the steps which assure data studio to make it is easy. Let's make now if you are correct, consider about how it is set up. uh, Next slide is the key features and API endpoints. This slide about the cool thing quiz app can do and how we make them work with APIs. First, we have a authentication, which means people can sign up and log in or reset their passwords safely using Azure AD B2C. Next, we have a role-based dashboard. So admin teachers and students see the right tool for their jobs. Teacher and admin can also manage the quizzes. They can create, read, update, or delete them. The student can join in by the submission, submit the answer, getting the score right away, and checking the result plus admin and teachers can use the analyze to see how user uh, how user are doing and how quizzes are doing on the API slide. We are using RESTful call, uh, post folder and auth API inside auth inside register, and some logins and quiz list and etc. Uh, let's students send their answer and got the score. The features and API work together to make quiz easily to secure free to ask if you want more details. And next, I hand over to Farha. Let's.
Thank you, Naflan. Uh, Integration process is my part. Our integration process was critical to ensuring QuizApp worked seamlessly across all components. In front-end deployment, we deployed the React application to Azure App Service. The front end is configured to ensure communicate with the backend APIs through environment variables and HTTPs. In backend deployment, the Node.js so Express server was also deployed to Azure App Service, and it's connected to our Azure SQL database for all persistent data operations. In authentication integration, we used Azure Active Directory B2C to handle user authentication. It provides a secure and scalable way to manage signups, logins, and password resets across different user roles. In rigorous testing, APIs were tested with Postman, and we validated front-end communication using browser developer tools. This ensured a bug-free and smooth user experience. In Azure networking, we configured firewall rules and force policies in Azure to allow only trusted front-end domains to access the backend securely. Move to the next slide. Azure infrastructure setup and deployment. Let's walk through the infrastructure we set up in Microsoft Azure. We grouped all services under Quiz App Resources Group for easy management. The app service plan was created under the free tier to host both the front-end and back-end apps. Our SQL database QuizApp DB store all quizzes users and results. Azure Blob Storage is optionally configured to support image uploads for future use. We also implemented GitHub-based continuous deployment. Every time we push to the main branch, Azure pulls the latest code, builds it, and redeploys automatically. Move to the next slide. Challenges and solutions. We encountered a few significant challenges and tackled them with efficient solutions. Data consistency. While creating quizzes with many questions and options, we needed transactions to ensure either everything is saved or nothing at all. We used SQL transactions to maintain data integrity. Authentication complexity. Azure AD B2C required deep configuration to manage roles. After through documentation reviews, we integrated it successfully for token-based authentication. In firewall restrictions, the app service initially couldn't reach the database due to IP restrictions. We resolved this by adding the app's outbound IPs to the Azure SQL firewall. Core issues during early testing, front-end API requests were blocked. We resolved configuring policies and using environment variables for dynamic API URLs. Next slide. Talk about to conclude here what we accomplished and what we plan for the future. We built and deployed a full stack application with React and Node.js hosted entirely on Azure, implemented secure authentication, full use functionality, and role-based dashboards. Conducted through testing, achieving a smooth and functional demo. Next step include enabling file upload using Azure Blob Storage, automating grading with Azure Functions, and expanding analytics for deep educational insights. This is our presentation of slides. We will show our demonstration part. It continue by Lufna. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Farha. Let's move on to our demonstration part. First, we use the web hosting our project using the create the Ubuntu virtual machine and PuTTY using that web hosting our web project. Online quiz web project. First, we create the Ubuntu virtual machine in Azure and then connecting using the PuTTY for the web, that one, and install to NGI web server and upload React build folder and then configuring the NGI server to frontend. Finally, it gives to our local IP address for web hosting our web project. That copy paste this IP address for in our web browser. It is redirecting our web page. This is our web page front end, our project. In here, main features our project is the user authentication. User authentication is the login or register, and quiz list and item system, admin dashboard to create or manage quizzes, and then real-time score and performance display, clean and response UI. These are the main features of our project. In our project this project is designed to offer user-friendly platform where users can register, login, and take quizzes, while administrators can create and manage and analyze quizzes. It includes features like user authentication and quiz attempt, tracking, real-time scoring, and responsive, clear interface. This is our home page of the web project. In here, the home page is the first screen is the visitor sees. It introduces the online quiz management system with a brief overview and provides easy navigation to log in or register page through the navigation bar. And then it plays an important role giving users clean and welcoming entry this system. This page mainly function as a static components, but helps guide the user towards signing the create account. In our home page, see the some information, learning material, features of quiz, and why choose this quiz app. For what is the important our quiz app is there. Then see the register part of our web page. This is the register page of our web page. Our project, this register page allows new users to sign up by entering basic details such as full name, email, select our role, password, and confirm password. It uses Firebase authentication to create and store user accounts securely. All fields are validated to ensure the user enters correct and completed information. And then after successful registration, the users is redirected to the dashboard. This page ensures that only authenticated such can access the quiz features, making them. I see. In here, full name is in give email address, select role. In here, teacher, password, give password, and create account. When you click create account, in here, password is do not much. When you enter the wrong password, it will show some notification. In here, password must be at least 6 characters. It successfully created account. After successfully you register, you go to the login page, and when you log in here, the page enables the existing users to log in using their email and password. It verifies credential with Firebase authentication. Upon successful login, the user session is stored and they are directed to their personal dashboard. Personal dashboard, if you select the email and password, I select the admin page and login. It will redirect to the admin dashboard. In here, some features are available in the admin dashboard. Manage users. Admin do some functions. In here, manage users, manage contents, view, analyzing, and system settings. In here, manage users. The admin dashboard provides complete control over quiz management. Admins can view a list of all quizzes, edit or delete them, and possibly monitor user performance also. And then it offers an intuitive interfaces to manage content without needing the direct access to the database. In here, when you click the manage users, in here, user management, under the user management, 2 options are available. One table is show the teachers, one table is show the student. When add new teacher, For admin, click New Teachers option button at the details. For example, I had some details for the teachers. And email address. And subject. And finally, click Serve Teacher option. In here, new teacher's record is served. When you add the new student record, click Add New Student button. So, insert record. So, finally, click Serve button. In here, student record also serve. This is the user management. Under the user management, admin do this functionality. And then when you click manage account, in here content management, under the content management, when you add the new content, admin click the add new content option. In here, if admin want to create a new quiz content, in here admin some in import the important information and finally click serve. It will go to the quiz page and then view analytics, admin system analytics, see the user activity, quiz performance, platform load and feedback trends. And admins do the system setting also. System setting mean in here the theme is light or dark, and then notification is enable or disable, and language is the what language we want, English or Tamil, Sinhalese, French language is our project. Finally, serve and setting, and then log out this page and in here go to the login page again. If you want to go to the teacher dashboard, login and select the role is the teacher and login. It will go to the teacher dashboard. The teacher dashboard is specifically designed for the teachers who contribute the quiz creation and evaluation. While not all systems have a separate teachers role, and if implemented, teachers can create and manage quizzes assigned to their subject, view student performance, and track their quiz submission. When you teachers are create new quizzes, it will create the new quizzes and upload this one. And then teachers do the manage quizzes option. After the create the quizzes, that quizzes want to manage. If teachers click the manage quizzes option, it will go to the manage quizzes page. And then go to the student pages, student dashboard. When you before go to the student page, must you log in the email password. Select the role student. It will redirect to the student dashboard. In the student dashboard is personalized for each student upon login. It provides a clean and welcome the interface that includes the student's name and brief message. Students can easily access all available quizzes, attempt quizzes, and view their previous results also. In the dashboard serves the learning hub where students interact with the system from here. They can start quizzes listed under the quiz list page and optionally exercise focus on the learning, and we see navigate performance feedback to the track progress over time. If the students want to continue the quiz, in here click the browse quiz and continue learning option. It will redirect to the quizzes page. In quizzes page, some features are available in our quizzes page, because in here search option, all categories, front-end quiz or back-end quiz or data science, in all level quizzes are available. Beginner students also do this quiz, intermediate students also do this quiz, and advanced students also do this quiz page. And any questions, mean if you students want to 10 question quiz or 15 question quiz and 20 question quiz, and any difficulty you easy, I select from all categories and beginner and any question 10 questions and easy. When you click search option, it will show these free quizzes. When the student want to start the quiz, when you click start quiz option, it will show the quizzes. This is the quiz page of the JavaScript basics. I will do the demo quiz. If the students want to go to the previous page, when click the previous option, it will redirect to the previous question also. When the students go to the next question, click the next option, it will redirect to the next question. After the finishing the quiz, in here show the finish option. When the students click finish option, it will show the result of the quiz. In here, quiz is completed and the 50% of the question is the doing correct answer. Out of 10, 5 question is the correct, and the total time. The student take a total time. This is the 5 minutes quiz. The student can take the time is the 1 minute and 15 seconds of the quiz. Do the quiz. If the student can retake the quiz, when click retake quiz option, the student can the retake quiz again. Not retake quiz, return quiz. When click return quiz option, it this returned in the available quiz page. The students want to more quizzes. When click load more quizzes option, it will show more quizzes. Quizzes. And then the entire system uses an clean and responsive UI built with custom CSS, and then all pages are mobile friendly and include a consistent navigation bar and footer. The uses of color, spacing, and layout makes the application easy to navigate visually and appealing. For our project frontend using the web hosting, we uses the Ubuntu virtual machine and Putty. That's all our demonstrated part. I take rest of the part, continue the demonstrated part. Our team member is Nafla.
Now, let's talk about the rest of the part, backend. So in here we are using Express and Node.js to interconnect to the front end and back end. So in here we are using server.js to handle the uh, all request queries, and then I let's using Azure database to create a Azure Studio to handle the data. So I am creating the tables, user and queries and questions um, and user quiz result and uh, optionally user settings also. So it's redirect to maintain the user data, and it is quiz table. Question table to create the questions and handle the questions. Another one, and options. If user select the questions and answer options, take our option to additional table, and then user quiz result. In here we are using user table and uh, question table and quiz table and options, collaborate with those and getting the result of the user, it's correct or not, or wrong or right, and result also dealing with this table. Then I can I show the uh, some getting information of a table. So in here we are selecting user to get the user details. In here we are showing the hashing byte JSON to hashing this those password. In here we can see the roll number and created date also. And uh, next one is the quiz in here. Which quiz? It is first title of the first quiz. API quiz. And here we are creating the quizzes for quizzes table. In here, uh, then questions, uh, question table to get which some question, example question, what is 2 plus 2 capital of France. So those are the question tables to create the answer also. Questions ID and question quiz ID to handle the which question, which table, which quizzes. And in here we are see the options. So in here create the question ID and quiz ID to create the which answer is correct. So in here we can see the option ID 11, quiz question ID 4. Those quiz are equal 1. It's mean the 11th option is particular fourth quiz is correct, otherwise it's wrong. Then I can handle the get the user result also. So I get the uh, student result in here. We can get the score and which question, which table, submission time also. I get it the table. That's all about the backend store the database and handle the database also. And I am using functional API to I get the it's working is perfectly correctly, and then I may hand over the part to for her to integrate that part. So let's hand over the rest of the part for Farhata.
Thank you, Naflan. Here is a concise demonstration script for you for our Azure resources designed to fit with. I have focused on key information visible. Azure resource demonstration. This First, let's look the main resource. Now, these are our quiz app. Azure resources I have deployed for my quiz app. This application leverages various Azure services to provide a robust and scalable solution. First, let's look at the main resources deployed. As you can see here, we have a complete set of services for our quiz application. This includes quiz app backend and quiz app front end, another app service for our user interface. This is quiz app front end. A dedicated quiz app service plan and SQL server and SQL database for data storage, a storage account and a central quiz resource group that groups all these components logically. In front-end application, front-end application to the quiz app front end. This is our overview. Slowly. Fine. Navigate to quiz app front end. This is the overview visible. Let's dive into the front end application quiz app front end. This is a web app currently running serving our user interface. It's hosted on a Linux operating system and uses quiz app services plan. Crucially, it's connected to GitHub, and as you can see on the GitHub project, the code is sourced from my GitHub account. The default domain shows its public URL, making it accessible from anywhere. Under the deployment center, log source build deploy logs from my GitHub account. In backend, quiz app backend. In backend, navigate to the quiz app backend overview. Backend application. This decision name is quiz app backend. Is also a web app running on Linux and web service plan. This hosts our API logics and it also has default domain. Yes. Next one is show our deployment. Its deployment center confirms it's also set up with GitHub Actions connected to the backend repository under my GitHub account. Again, from the main branch, this provides a robust CI/CD pipeline for our APIs. Data storage, SQL database storage. Navigate to QuizApp SQL Server. Ponyamiri. This is data storage, SQL database and storage account. Navigate to SQL QuizApp SQL Server. Then for data, we have an SQL Server. Under this server, we have our QuizApp DB database component for storing all our quiz questions, user data, and scores. It's a fully managed SQL database service providing high availability and scalability. Finally, we have a storage account named QuizApp Store. This is a general purpose storage account. This is still loading, but I explain. This is a general purpose storage account currently configured for locally redundant storage. This account is ideal for storing blobs, files, quiz, or tables. Instance, it could be used for storing quiz images, application logs, or other unstructured data related to the quiz app. But I have not completed the full deployment of this quiz application yet. And there are few key reasons for these deployment failures. The most significant hurdle currently is that automated deployments from GitHub for both my front-end and back-end app services are showing a failed status in the deployment center logs. This indicates that while the infrastructure is set up, the application code itself isn't successfully building and running on Azure. Pending database connectivity as their configuration. Even if the backend code were to deploy, it wouldn't yet be able to interact with our QuizApp DB. This is because I still need to configure the firewall rules on the QuizApp SQL server to especially allow my app services to connect to the database. The database connecting string needs to be securely added as an application settings with the quiz app backend app services, which is how my backend code will find and authenticate with the database.